And it's time for another matchup in the second round of the Big Lager Championship. Let's have a look at the table. So here we go. We're right to the last matchup in the second round. What can I say? All the quarterfinal slots have been filled except for one. The second to last quarterfinal spot got filled by the Birra Mapelli when it beat the San Martinez. And now we are basically going to fill the final slot with one of these two beers. So we've got the Angelo Poretti Italian lager from wherever it's from. I got this one from Tesco. And we got Sabor Spanish style lager. In fact, brewed in Spain for Lidl. You know, it looks like it's trying to be quite Madri-ish, but we'll see what it's like. Angelo Poretti. Looks like it's been going since 1877. And it's a premium bottled Italian lager, brewed and bottled in the UK. So at least they're nice and honest about it. Well, what can I say? 4.8% ABV for the Poretti, so slightly lower ABV than Peroni. This one is 4.6% ABV, which I think is the same as Madri. So what can I say? There's not much more else to say, really, apart from let's get these cracked out and into glasses. We'll get the taste test underway. So we've got some nice generous pours here. What can I say? It's gone down a little bit, the heads, since they were poured. This one poured with a bit bigger head than this one. First of all, before we go any further, you know the score. Let's tell you which one's which. So, this is which one is which. Okay, that's which one was which. Now, let's have a little look at these two. So looking at them, holding them up to the light, they are both the same colour, really. They're pale straw with just a hint of amber. I can't see any that look darker than any others. They're both dead clear. Yeah, they're both dead clear. There's not much else I can say about these two beers. Okay, they're not too cold. Kept them out of the fridge for a bit because I do want to taste them. But what can I say? Let's get nosing them and see if we can figure out which one might be which. So nosing this one first. So I'm getting, it's a bit zingy, citrus, a little bit of like syrup in there, a little bit of malt. Smells quite fruity, a little bit orange, a bit bready. Oh, it smells about something else as well. It smells quite nice though, but it smells very fruity. It does smell very fruity, very citrusy. It smells like it might be quite sweet. I can't remember what either of these tasted like, really, so it's going to be interesting, this. Let's try this one now. Oh, that's different. So that's more syrupy. And brown bread. So we're getting brown bread, syrup, marmalade, some spices in there. Smells like kind of thick and viscous and like, I don't know, medicine, but it doesn't smell of medicine, just that kind of consistency weird. Does smell very sweet. This one smells better than that one, I would say, but this one's very fruity. This one's very syrupy. Interesting. Let's have a swirl. Okay, I've had a swirl. Let's dive in. This one first. Cheers. So it's got quite a dry bite, a fair bit of bitterness. There's not a huge amount in the line of flavour. Got a little bit of an aftertaste, but not much. I don't really know what the aftertaste is. There's just a kind of a lingering bitterness in my mouth. It's one of those, I think it's kind of bitter, but there's not much else. It's quite dry. There's none of that sweetness in the smell, translating to the flavour. But there's not a huge amount in that. Not at the moment, anyway. Okay, let's try this one. Cheers. So that one's definitely more malty in the flavour. There's more flavour to this, malt-wise. It's certainly giving off Madri vibes. I wouldn't say it's dead syrupy in the flavour. But it's quite nice, quite drinkable. Again, not much of an aftertaste to speak of. It's a bit crisper than like the San Martinez that I had in the last matchup. Okay, let's have another swirl. We'll go backwards and forwards a bit. Neither of these are particularly great. I'm not sure what I said about them in the last round, but left eye's just suddenly started stinging. Right. Yeah, there's a little bit in that flavour. So a little bit of flavour in there now. Just kind of coming through. I can't quite put my finger on what the flavour is. Almost like candied fruit. A little bit of confectionery sugar in there. Which I'm not a big fan of. Makes it taste quite synthetic. This seems more rustic, more malty. Let's have another go. Here's a malty one, this. I'd possibly say this is better than the San Martinez. It's got a bit of a crisp bite to it as well as the maltiness. So if you just kind of take a swig, it's nice and refreshing. It's not too carbonated. It's nice and smooth. Possibly a little bit of just, I don't know, muddiness in the flavour still. But it is malty and there is flavour there. This one, there isn't really much there. It just tastes weak and a bit meh. It has got the bitterness though. It has got the bitterness. It's quite dry. It's not bad. It's just not a lot of flavour. This one is malty. It's tasty. It's not great, but I'm going to say it's better than this one. So this one's going through. Got to be the Sabor. That's got to be the Angelo Poretti. But let's find out which one was which, and I will be right back. Yeah, let's just get this over and done with. It was this. Yeah, this is the right way round. Sabor, it's all right. This one, not great, really. I can't remember what it beat in the first round, but it's not as good as, well, some of the other Italian lagers I've had here. Yeah, it's quite clean. It's quite refreshing. It's quite drinkable. Sabor, tasty, malty, better than this. Well, that's all there is to it. Let's take this one down. Not a great beer. I don't think I'll ever be getting that again. And that bottle was £2.50. I certainly wouldn't pay £2.50 for it. This one, I might get it again if you want a nice malty lager for not too much of a price, because this is, I think it's 4 cans for £4 this. Maybe 4 cans for a £5. It's alright though. It's decent. It's decent. It's malty. It's got a bit of muddiness to it, but so is Madri. I've not tried this side by side with Madri, but it does taste quite Madri-ish. So I wonder, it might be very similar to Madri. It might be better than Madri. But anyway, there you go. Sabor through to the quarterfinal. The quarterfinal is now done. And I'm going to run. I think I'll run the quarterfinal slightly different than the rounds I've done so far. But you'll find out how I'm going to do that when I get on the next one. But other than that, I don't think there's else to say really, or much else to say. Apart from, until next time, have a good one.